Alright, guys, let's get real for a second. Have you ever noticed that as you get older, things just don't feel quite right? Maybe you're not as sharp as you used to be, or you're making way too many trips to the bathroom at night. Maybe it's that heavy, nagging pressure down low, or let's be honest, that spark in the bedroom just isn't what it once was. You might think it's all about aging or some big, complicated issue, but what if I told you it often starts with something small, something most guys barely think about? I'm talking about your prostate, that little gland that can cause a whole lot of trouble when it's not happy. But here's the good news. There's a handful of simple, everyday fruits sitting in your kitchen or local grocery store that have been helping men stay strong, confident, and full of life for centuries. And get this, one of these fruits, when you eat it the right way, can start easing discomfort and calming inflammation in as little as 18 hours. Crazy, right? I'm Jake Matthews, a men's health coach who spent the last 25 years working with all kinds of guys, construction workers, office execs, retired cops. You name it, helping them rediscover their energy and swagger without popping pills or going under the knife. I'm all about keeping it real and using what nature's already given us. In this video, I'm diving deep into 5 science-backed fruits that can shrink inflammation, boost blood flow, and make you feel like the man you know you are, even well into your 60s, 70s, or beyond. And trust me, when I get to the number 1 fruit, your jaw's gonna hit the floor. You've probably been eating it forever without knowing it's a total game changer. Before we dive in, if you're new here, do me a favor and smash that subscribe button. Then hit the notification bell so you never miss a video like this, made just for guys like you. Also, drop a yes in the comments if this topic's speaking to you, or a no if it's not quite your vibe. I read every single comment to make sure I'm bringing you what you need. Alright, let's kick things off with our first fruit, a little green powerhouse that's probably hiding in your fridge right now. Fruit 1. Kiwi, the inflammation busting superstar. When I first started coaching men through prostate issues, I kept hearing the same frustrations over and over. Guys would tell me they're up 4 or 5 times a night, stumbling to the bathroom in the dark, half asleep. Or they'd describe this constant heavy feeling in their lower abdomen, like someone's pressing down on them all the time. Some even said it was hard to get the flow going or stop it without feeling like they're fighting their own body. At first, I figured it had to be something serious, right? But here's what I learned after years of digging into this. A lot of the time, it's not some big, scary medical crisis. It's inflammation, sneaky, slow-burning problem in your prostate that builds up over time, fueled by age, stress, and lifestyle. And here's the wild part. Some of the best ways to fight that inflammation aren't locked away in a pharmacy or a doctor's office. They're right there in your kitchen. Take kiwi, for example. Yeah, that fuzzy little green fruit you might slice up for a smoothie or toss into a fruit salad when you're feeling fancy. Most guys don't think twice about it. It's just a tart, juicy snack. Maybe something you grab when you're trying to eat healthier. But let me tell you, kiwi is like a secret weapon for your prostate. It's absolutely packed with vitamin C, of the richest natural sources out there. And that vitamin C, it's not just for keeping colds at bay. It's like sending in a cleanup crew to calm the inflammation deep in your prostate. Think of inflammation like a smoldering campfire in your body. Left unchecked, it keeps burning, irritating your prostate, making it swell up. That swelling presses on your bladder and urethra, so you're constantly feeling like you gotta go, even when you just went. Kiwi's vitamin C is like a bucket of water on that fire. It neutralizes the oxidative stress that's fueling the problem, helping your prostate chill out and shrink back down. I had a client, Mike, a 67-year-old retired firefighter from Ohio. Mike was so fed up with waking up every couple of hours to pee that he was ready to try anything. I told him to start simple. Eat 2 kiwis a day. Just peel them, slice them, and dig in. No big deal. 3 weeks later, Mike called me up, sounding like a kid on Christmas morning. "Jake, I'm sleeping through the night for the first time in years," he said. "And that heavy feeling, it's gone. I feel lighter, you know? That's the magic of kiwi. It's not just the vitamins, it's also loaded with fiber, which keeps your gut humming along. And a healthy gut is huge for balancing hormones, which takes even more pressure off your prostate, Plus, kiwi's gentle on your system. It doesn't upset your stomach or throw you for a loop. You can eat it straight, toss it in a blender for a smoothie, or even mix it into your morning yogurt. The key is to make it a daily thing. It's not about some big dramatic change, it's about those small, consistent choices that stack up over time. I remember another guy, Tom, a 70-year-old who used to run marathons in his 40s. He told me he felt like he was chained to the bathroom every night. After adding kiwis to his breakfast routine, he said it was like someone cut the chain. "I'm not just sleeping better," he told me. "I'm starting to feel like I can take on the day again." That's what kiwi does. It's a quiet superstar, working behind the scenes to cool things down and give your body a break. But if you think kiwi's impressive, wait till you hear about our next fruit. It's small, but it's got a punch that researchers are calling one of nature's best-kept secrets for keeping men sharp and strong. Fruit 2. Blueberries, the tiny protectors of your vitality. Picture this. A guy walks into my office, head down, looking like he's carrying the weight of the world. That was Steve, a 64-year-old former mechanic who came to me feeling like he was running on fumes. He wasn't just tired from the constant bathroom trips or the weak, trickling stream that was driving him up the wall. He was tired of feeling like the man he used to be was slipping away. "Jake," he said, "I don't feel like me anymore. My body's not cooperating, and my head's not as sharp as it used to be." We sat down, went through his daily habits, and I asked him a question most guys never stop to think about. What are you feeding your cells? See, your prostate health isn't just about the gland itself, it's about taking care of your whole system, from your blood vessels to your brain, and that's where blueberries come in like a superhero team. These little guys are tiny, sure, but they're loaded with anthocyanins, powerful antioxidants that go to battle against the oxidative stress that's aging your prostate from the inside out. Think of oxidative stress like rust creeping into an old car. It builds up over time, wearing things down, causing inflammation, poor blood flow, and all those annoying symptoms like weak flow or that constant urge to go. Blueberries are like a protective shield, slowing down that rust and keeping your prostate and your whole body running smoother. Steve started adding a handful of blueberries to his morning oatmeal. Nothing fancy, just a daily habit. About 2 weeks later, he shot me a text. "Jake, something's different. I'm not waking up as much at night. My head feels clearer. And don't tell anyone I'm starting to feel like I've got my old spark back with my wife." I laughed. Because that's exactly what blueberries can do. They don't just help your prostate, they're like a tune-up for your entire system. They support your brain, keep your blood vessels flexible, and even give your testosterone a little nudge. Better blood flow means more oxygen and nutrients getting where they need to go, which translates to better performance whether we're talking about the bathroom, the gym, or, the bedroom. I had another client, Dave, a 61-year-old accountant, who was skeptical at first. "Blueberries? Really, Jake?" he said, rolling his eyes. But he gave it a shot, tossing them into his morning smoothie. A month later, he was back, grinning. "I didn't think a fruit could make me feel like this," he said. "I'm sleeping better. I'm thinking clearer. And I actually feel like I'm in control again." That's the thing about blueberries. They're not just about fixing one problem, practically glowing. "Jake, I don't know what's in that stuff, but I feel like I've got my life back," he said. "I'm not just peeing better, I feel like me again." That's the power of pomegranate. It works deep, calming the storm in your prostate. Less swelling means less pressure on your bladder, fewer trips to the bathroom at night, and for a lot of guys, a renewed sense of drive and stamina they thought was long gone. Pomegranate also boosts circulation, supports your immune system, and helps balance hormones, the three cornerstones of staying strong as you age. The seeds can be a bit messy to deal with, so I usually recommend the juice. Just make sure it's pure, no added sugars, and sip it every morning. It's not about chugging a whole bottle, it's about steady, gentle nourishment that builds over time. Pomegranate's like a wise old friend, bringing balance and strength when you need it most. But if you think that's powerful, our next fruit is a summer classic that's hiding a surprising secret. Fruit 4. Watermelon. the hydrating healer that packs a punch. Growing up, some of my best memories are of summer cookouts. My grandpa carving up a big juicy watermelon on the back porch, juice dripping everywhere, everybody laughing like kids. Back then, I just thought it was a sweet, refreshing treat perfect for a hot day. But now, after years of coaching guys through prostate challenges, I see watermelon in a whole new light. This humble fruit is like nature's stealth fighter for men's health. It doesn't come in a fancy bottle or a prescription pad, but inside that juicy red flesh is something incredible, lycopene, the same compound you find in tomatoes, but delivered in a hydrating, easy-to-absorb package that your body loves. Lycopene is like a precision-guided missile for prostate inflammation. It targets it directly, cooling things down and reducing swelling. I had a client, Ray, a 66-year-old former truck driver who was fed up with feeling constant pressure in his lower abdomen and dealing with a weak, stop-and-go urine stream. He wasn't ready to jump on the medication bandwagon, so I suggested something dead simple: a big slice of watermelon every afternoon. No big deal, just consistency. When Ray came back a few weeks later, he looked like a different guy, more relaxed, more energetic. "Jake, I wasn't expecting much," he said, "but I feel lighter, less weighed down, and I'm actually sleeping through the night." Watermelon does more than just taste good. Its high water content, about 92%, flushes toxins out of your urinary tract, easing irritation and helping things flow smoother. That means less of that frustrating start-stop feeling when you're trying to go. But the real magic is how it quietly boosts blood flow across your whole system. Better circulation means more oxygen, better hormone delivery, and stronger performance in all the ways that matter. I've seen guys regain their confidence, their stamina, and their sense of self. Not with invasive procedures or side effect heavy pills, but with something as simple as a daily slice of watermelon. Another client, Bill, a 68-year-old retired teacher, started eating watermelon as a snack after lunch. He came back a month later, shaking his head in disbelief. "I thought you were pulling my leg, Jake," he said, "but I'm not waking up as much and I feel younger, you know? That's watermelon's secret. It's not just a summer treat. It's hydrating, it's gentle, and it's powerful in its own quiet way. Next time you cut into one, know you're not just cooling off, you're giving your body a tool to rebuild." But if watermelon's the key that unlocks healing, our final fruit, it's the sledgehammer that busts the door wide open. Fruit 5. Tomato, the unsung hero of prostate health. It still blows my mind that something as ordinary as a tomato just sitting there on your kitchen counter could be one of the most powerful tools for men's health. It's not exotic, it's not expensive, but when it comes to calming prostate inflammation and bringing back your vitality, tomatoes are in a league of their own. I've seen it time and time again, guys, get real, tangible results because tomatoes are absolutely loaded with lycopene, a nutrient that doesn't just fight inflammation but actively protects your prostate cells from long-term damage and overgrowth. Here's the secret most guys miss. Tomatoes are like a hidden superpower when you cook them. Heat makes lycopene up to 4 times easier for your body to absorb. A warm bowl of tomato soup, a spoonful of tomato paste in your chili, or some marinara sauce with a drizzle of olive oil, it's like flipping a switch for your health. I worked with a guy named Frank, an 81-year-old retired farmer who was done with waking up every hour to pee and feeling like his energy was shot. We kept it simple. A small bowl of tomato soup every morning, just like his grandma used to make. 2 weeks later, he walked into my office with a grin that said it all. "Jake, it's like I got a piece of myself back," he said. "Tomatoes don't just reduce swelling, they improve urine flow, support hormone balance, and even give you that morning energy you might not have felt in years. They're also rich in vitamin C and potassium, which help keep your blood pressure in check and support tissue repair. But lycopene is the real MVP. I had another client, Ed, a 79-year-old former carpenter, who started adding a spoonful of tomato paste to his dinners. A month later, he told me, "I'm not just feeling better, I'm starting to feel like I've got some fight left in me. Make it a daily habit drizzle, some marinara on your veggies. Sip a glass of tomato juice with a pinch of salt, or stir some paste into your recipes. The transformation happens when you stick with it." Tying it all together, Your path to feeling like you again. Alright guys, if you've made it this far, take a deep breath and let this sink in. Your body hasn't given up on you. Those late-night bathroom trips, that heavy pressure, those moments where you've wondered if your best days are behind you, they're not the end of the story. They're just your body waving a flag, asking for a little support. These 5 fruits, kiwi, blueberries, pomegranate, watermelon, and tomatoes, aren't just random foods. They're proven. Natural tools your prostate has been craving for years. Kiwis, your inflammation-busting sidekick, packed with vitamin C and fiber to cool things down. Blueberries are your cellular protectors, shielding your prostate and sharpening your mind. Pomegranate's the legendary healer, nourishing your cells and balancing your hormones. Watermelon's the hydrating hero, flushing toxins and boosting blood flow. And tomatoes? They're the unsung heavyweights, delivering the highest dose of lycopene to shrink, swelling, and recharge your system. None of these are hard to find. You don't need a doctor's note. But when you use them consistently, they create a ripple effect, better sleep, smoother flow, more energy, and a renewed sense of confidence in life's most personal moments. I've walked this path with hundreds of guys in their 50s, some pushing 80. And let me tell you, healing doesn't always start with a prescription pad. Sometimes, it starts with a single bite, a better breakfast, and the belief that you're still worth showing up for. You've heard the science, you've heard the stories, and now the choice is yours. Pick one fruit that speaks to you and start there. Your next chapter could kick off with your next meal. If this video hit home, smash that like button, share it with a buddy who needs to hear this, and drop a comment below. I read every single one, and your story might just spark something for someone else. If you want to support more no-nonsense, practical health tips like this, check out the donation link below. Every little bit keeps this channel going strong. Thanks for hanging out with me. Guy shares to feeling like you again.